Hey everyone, this is Tyler again, back from South Africa. It's great to be back. It's crazy that like 2 week period. It felt like it was like long, but it flew by. Like it was insanely quick. Like I don't know. All of a sudden, I remember like the last few days. I was like, "What? No, it's almost over, man." But okay, I'm gonna try to condense everything that happened into this video. It's gonna be kind of difficult, but because a lot happened, but I'm just gonna kind of like try to run it from the beginning to the end and just kind of give some highlights. So first off, I showed up in Johannesburg, and a friend of mine actually set up an opportunity for me to spend a few nights with a host family there while my mom went to the base immediately. And so I spent a couple of nights with them, and they live in Johannesburg in South Africa, and they like basically showed me all of the city. Like they were like, we're gonna show you the real Johannesburg. Like we're not gonna just show you a certain part. We want to show you like the good, the bad, everything. And I was like, that's really cool because I don't want things to be like censored or whatnot. Like I want to see it all, like, the real Johannesburg. So they showed me all around like their favorite spots, favorite restaurants, favorite all these different things. So that was such a blessing just to be able to just kind of like jump into their lives and jump into the culture of Johannesburg and see it like for real, like, and stuff. So that was sweet. And then I headed off to White River where the YWAM base was, and had an awesome ride up there. I had an awesome bus driver, and we had a great talk. It was just fun. It's really cool, great trip. And so I got in like late at night, and then I was gonna teach with my mom the morning there, which was crazy. So I just like pull in, and then it's dark. I can't see anything, and then I'm like, oh wow, okay, I got to go to bed, and then get up and teach. So it's just like a crazy schedule. I was just like, it felt like it was just like go to one thing to another thing to another thing to another thing, just boom, 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 boom. But it was really good though. Like it was very intense period of time, but very good stretching, but awesome. So I jumped right in there. Me and my mom were teaching. We found out we flow very well together. It's kind of cool. We piggyback off each other really well. It's kind of cool. It was like a mother son kind of duo thing. So I would do a piece and she would do a piece. We'd kind of just go back and forth, and it was really fun. I think it communicated the message really well too, because I have the things I'm inherently very like passionate about, and I communicate reasonably well, and my mom has her things that she's very like solid on and stuff. So I think it was really good to just kind of go back and forth, and the students seemed to really react well and get a lot from the time. But it was really cool. Me and my mom got the opportunity to like lead a staff meeting, which was cool. Yet again, it's stretching and stuff. I'm not used to speaking in front of people, and this is like the staff of the base, and so I'm like, oh, but very good. God's faithful and everything. And then I actually got the privilege also to lead an intercession time, and that was by myself, of like a prayer intercession time for the DTS, and so that was really cool. Yet again, stretching, but awesome. But it was amazing, like just being in that environment and getting to know the DTS there. It was crazy. Literally by the end of the week, I felt like I knew them so much longer than just like a week or so. Like it was crazy. They're a great bunch of people. Like God's gonna use them so powerfully. Like it's insane, and it was awesome to be a part of it, and a privilege to be able to like bring my piece into that and stuff. So that was awesome. And a lot of the staff there, they would like host me and my mom for like suppers and stuff, and just very loving, giving environment there. I really love all the staff members there. It was great. They really poured into our lives as well, and really went there and just blessed us in crazy amounts. And so yeah, it was just such a blessing to be a part of that for a time. And so yeah, it was really crazy. I I think the biggest shocking thing is just like when I was there, I'm like, whoa, this is happening. It's like from DTS, being in DTS, to now going and teaching DTS in such a month period of time is kind of an extreme, uh, yeah, I don't know, shift. And so it was crazy, but oh man, God is just so faithful, and so he'll meet you there if you step out and go for it. So it's crazy. I mean, that's a God we serve, though, right? So let's see. We also had an awesome opportunity to go to this place called Kruger Park, and it's basically like this huge like animal reserve place that's like quarantined off, so there's like there is some poaching and stuff, but like it's kind of like an environment that you can go into and the animals aren't like touched or um, influenced by like whatever our culture and people and stuff. And so we basically just went into that, and I have a cool video, actually a giraffe video, which I'll play right now, that you can see. There's like a giraffe, and then it's like, oh hey, look, hey, it's another giraffe, and then another giraffe. And this is just a random place in the road. We were just driving around and we saw those, and so that was cool, a great blessing. We got blessed to see that. I've never really seen anything like that, so it was cool. But yeah, so that was sweet. And let's see what else we oh yeah, it was cool to like just, I don't know, I wish I could communicate this better, but just there's so much like that happened and stuff, and just to see God move so much in the students' lives. And that, like, it was funny at one point. I was like, I was saying this from speaking standpoint. I was like, I know we're here to teach you guys, and hopefully we are teaching you some things, and I know we were, but I felt like I was learning so much and getting ignited into so much, just seeing them and seeing how passionately they go after God. It was equally inspiring for me to see them, as hopefully it was for them to see me. But so yeah, a really cool time. We got to go back to that host family for the last weekend also, and that time my mom was with me, and it was really cool. We got to spend more time, and basically, I don't know if you remember, but in my last video I talked about somebody had a word for me, and it was about getting something, or something almost being like imparted to me in Johannesburg. And I was like, okay, that's sweet, I want to do that. And it basically hadn't happened at that point, I didn't think. And I got some more clarity from the guy who got the word for me, and he gave me all these like things that God had told him, and I was like, these are really specific things. And one of them was like, there was a specific part of the city he had never gone to or didn't know anything about, but I was supposed to get something there. And I was like, oh wow, this is pretty cool. It's like an adventure, like go out and figure out what this is. And so I basically did that. My host family and my mom, they dropped me off there, and for like an hour and 10 minutes, I literally just walked around, and I was like, God, whatever you have. I don't know this city. I don't know what this place is. They didn't know this place really at all either. But God had something for me there, because obviously there were so many things, like this guy gets a word from me. He doesn't even really know me. Like all these specific things. It's like I'm supposed to get something there. So I'm like walking around, and at the very like last like 15 minutes until they were picking me up, I see out of the corner of my eye this shop that says Agape Laundry. And I was like, that's really weird. I'm in Johannesburg, a random part of town. And agape is like God's love, or like something like that, And I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. So I go to it, and right next to that shop, that laundry shop, Agape Laundry, there was a YWAM base that my host family didn't know about, that I didn't know about, no one like really knew about. It was just like there, and I'm like, what? This is super strange. And then I look over and I see that it is on a street called Grace Street. And this is this is just in the middle of Johannesburg. I mean, like every other street I saw was like some like Afrikaan, like, language or something like name. And then here this is random Grace Street. On Grace Street is this Agape Laundry next to this YWAM base called the Joseph Project. And I'm like, this is super strange. And so I was just like, that's kind of cool. I don't know exactly what God was doing or what he was doing in me, but it's kind of cool, that confirmation that whatever was happening, I think happened, and just kind of crazy. I mean, like, just, God's cool like that. But yeah, all in all, trip was awesome. So good. It was, yeah, I just could go on and on like I always do, but it was sweet. Thank you so much for everyone who has given. I am still $300 short of my ticket price. I basically, my parents covered my ticket because it was short notice and stuff, and I needed it, and now I'm reimbursing them. And so I'm still needing 300 to meet that ticket for getting me there. So if you feel led to give, I'm still needing that much. But all in all, thank you so much for your prayers, for all your support. I know that was a large piece of, you know, the effectiveness and the powerfulness of my trip was people back here praying and supporting me. You know, the power of prayer is amazing, and God has He does a good job of covering us and working with us through our weaknesses and through our shortcomings. But He is strong in the midst of all that. When we're weak, He is strong, right? So, yeah, thank you so much, and I will continue to do videos, updates of my life, seeing what's next. And yeah, thanks so much for still staying in touch and for supporting me and walking this journey with me. So thank you so much. Okay, bye.